Okay, we are going to learn a quick formula for the area of a triangle that uses the law of sines here. Basically, it uses the law of sines to derive the formula. You don't actually use the law of sines in order to calculate the area. So I won't worry about actually deriving the formula, even though that's not that bad. Basically, the formula, the way I think of it is, if you have two sides and the included angle, so two sides and the included angle, then you can find the area of the triangle using this formula. Okay, normally you need the height of the you would need the height and the base, and then you could find it. But if you've got two sides and the included angle, then basically what you're going to just do is do 1/2 the product of the two sides times the sine of the angle. And I just do it just like that. I think the book makes this a little more complicated than it needs to. So I just have one single formula where I just multiply the two sides they give you times the sine of the angle. You take 1/2 of that, that gives you the area of the triangle. Okay, so here's an example. So here's a triangle. It has a side of 10, a side of 6, and the angle between the two sides is 72 degrees. So the area here is 1/2 10 times 6 times the sine of 72 degrees. And that'll give you the area of the triangle. So 1/2 times 10 times 6 times the sine of 72 degrees. And this gives you approximately 28.5, we'll say, units squared, or square units. I guess I didn't have any units for that. Oh, I had feet. So we'll say 28.5 feet squared. Okay, and that's all it is. Very nice little formula that can be useful if you're given this information and you need the area. So here's another example. Two dorms sit at an angle of 53 degrees with one another. One dorm is 172 feet long, and the other is 186 feet long. And then you're going to plant this triangular garden between the two dorms, and you want to know what the area of the garden is. So let's say this is like one dorm, and this is like 72 feet long. And then you have this other dorm that's a little bit longer. Okay, and that is 186 feet long. And so here is the triangle here. So this angle between the two dorms is 53 degrees. And so this side is the 172 feet. And this side here is 186 feet. So if you got these two sides, this angle between them, then I can get the area of this nice garden between the two dorms. Okay? So the area is 1/2 172 times 186 times the sine of 53 degrees. And so let's figure it out. So 0.5 times 172 times 186 times sine of 53. And this looks like it's 12,774 or 75 if I round to the nearest feet squared. So that would be the square footage of this particular garden. So that is the formula for the area of a triangle using the law of sines, or at least the formula here they derived this formula using the law of sines.